Whoa, my first Sim Racers Monthly. Since René is currently busier than the entire sim racing industry, he couldn't make it this time, so I will present the latest news from November 2025, which might be the most important months of the year. The launches of AC Rally Early Access, Rennsport, and Project Motor Racing. Let's go! Hey everyone, I'm Michael, welcome back to OverTake. First topic for today, Rennsport launches with issues. The first one to see the light of the day was Rennsport on November 11, after almost 3 years of development, a closed beta, an open beta, and an early access program. With so much time and community input, could the sim be the next big thing? Unfortunately not. While Rennsport does have positives to it, such as the solid cross-play online multiplayer, it felt half-baked at best. For a full release, there was just too much missing. We found both the car and the track lineups can mostly be found in other sims as well, and the single-player game modes were not much fun at release either, courtesy of broken AI drivers. The main question we asked in our review was, who is it for? And sadly, we couldn't really find an answer to it. Which is a shame because, at its core, Rennsport has promising basics, as the handling in FFB actually felt nice. However, the list of issues and things that were missing were too long. We found there was just too little to do overall, but that's a wrong Project Motor Racing would be able to do right later in November, right? Sadly, that wasn't the case. PMR arrived in a similarly unfinished state as Rennsport, but what did not help its case at all were the claims of Straight Force Studio CEO Ian Bell that, for example, the AI is, quote, the best in any sim for me, and that they mirror reality. That was clearly not the case in the review version, which Ian Bell explained by stating that no one is running the day one build, which includes our patches. Because of this, we actually delayed our review to give a proper overview on what players would get on release day. A day one patch was indeed deployed right as the game unlocked, but it didn't really improve big issues Project Motor Racing had at launch. Performance was bottlenecked by the CPU, the AI were still driving like you weren't there, and official online multiplayer events did not work due to the server issues. Proper triple screen support isn't included, and neither is VR, which was one of the biggest factors for Straight 4 switching to the Giants engine from Unreal Engine in 2024, as it was stated at the time. Much like in Rennsport, all of these problems masked a good core. Save for most modern cars, that is, the driving felt rather satisfying and detailed. And to Straight 4's credit, they released a massive patch just a few days after the release to start tackling the mountain of fixes that are necessary for PMR to excel, and the AI already got a bit better in terms of their awareness towards the player. Right in between Rennsport and PMR, Assetto Corsa Rally entered the frame, and in a very impressive manner. Only revealed a few weeks earlier at Sim Racing Expo 2025 in late October, AC Rally was a fairly unexpected threat to the end of the year, as the title developed by Supernova Game Studios already feels very polished and detailed. AC Rally is on version 0.1, already offers 10 cars and 4 laser scan stages in 2 locations. The stages are broken up into smaller segments that also include reverse variants to keep things fresh, but Supernova already stated that by the time version 1.0 arrives, there will be 10 special stages and 30 cars. This is planned to happen within 18 months, so frequent updates are to be expected. Just like when it was revealed, I found Assetto Corsa Rally to be highly enjoyable. The driving feels authentic, it is fairly well optimized, looks and sounds simply spectacular, and is bursting at the seams with details that prove Supernova's love for the sport. The first new content has also been teased already, in the shape of the Skoda Fabia Rally 2, and snowy stages were also hinted at. Could it be Rally Monte Carlo? We'll soon find out. On a rally side note, congrats to Sébastien Ogier for his 9th world title, matching the other Seb. Incredible. Arguably the biggest news story outside of the 3 releases in November concerned EA Sports F1 game series. Ever since Codemasters started making the games all the way back in 2009, there has been an entry every single year. But that tradition will be broken in 2026. Instead of creating F1 26, EA Sports has announced that there will not be a new release. Instead, focus shifts to F1 27 to look ahead and build for the future, according to Senior Creative Director Lee Mather. While no specifics have been confirmed yet, it seems like the series is due for a big revamp in 2027. Meanwhile, the 26th season will be playable in F1 25. The game will receive a paid 2026 expansion, which should be quite substantial considering the 2026 F1 rule changes and the new Madrid circuit, or Madrid, in Madrid. What would be a quite substantial help for us is you liking and sharing the video, subscribing to our channel, and activate notifications to never miss any new videos if you like our content. We'd appreciate that a lot, as it helps our channel grow so we can provide you with all the sim racing news, reviews, and all the info you want. And in case you didn't know, you can become a premium member on our website, overtake.gg. It's not just about the daily news, forums, guides, and downloads. It's also a vibrant community. Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts, and OverTake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching, and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan. There is also a racing club where you can race with great, fair people without worrying about your driver or safety rating. And if you love unboxing sim racing gear just as we do, there's a premium member giveaway every month. You can win pedal sets, handbrakes, and nice steering wheels. Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games. Have your voice heard and help shape the future of sim racing. Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month. Studio 397 is continually chipping away at improvements for Le Mans Ultimate on PC, but the question about when console versions will be released keeps popping up probably more often than anything else. Good news, we have a rough time frame for console versions now. Motorsport Games CEO Stephen Hood told us that the development is well underway and console versions are expected to release in late 2026 or early 2027. The PlayStation and Xbox versions will be taken care of by a different studio than the Studio 397 core team in order to not sacrifice one version's progress for the other. Instead, the plan is the exact opposite, as Hood told us. We always want the option of wrapping improvements made in the console version back into the PC build, and as the PC version gets better or has new services, we can push that back into the console one. Meanwhile, the first Le Mans 24-hour special event test was completed last weekend, with over 6,000 players and 1,100 teams participating. Studio 397 collected a lot of data and identified many issues to address for such big driver swap events in the future. The Le Mans Ultimate console versions were not the only thing Hood revealed about Motorsport Games' future plans. While the focus for MSG and Studio 397 remains firmly on the official WEC game for now, they are also thinking ahead in order to have another leg to stand on, so to speak. And that leg could be an rFactor 3. Thanks to the upward trend of LMU, MSG is finally in a good position financially again, and that allows the team to consider other projects. Whereas LMU is laser focused on WEC and related endurance racing series, a potential rFactor 3 could be the title to do more than that, without going down the route of promising a plethora of standalone titles for various series that got MSG into trouble in the first place. An rFactor 3 might give us a very interesting playground for the things that we imagine Hood told us. It should build upon all of the advances that LMU has brought to the table. In late November, KW Studios released a teaser that got DTM fans excited for the next RaceRoom update. An onboard lap of the Nürburgring without a visible car, but its engine note clearly present hinted at the upped Audi TTR, and that suspicion was confirmed just a few days later. Interestingly, it is the 2002 season's lineup of cars that will be coming to RaceRoom rather than the 2003 class that already has the Mercedes CLK DTM available in the game. Instead, it will be the previous year's Audi, Mercedes, and Opel Astra V8 Coupe that fans can look forward to. 2025 may be winding down, but 2026 is already set to kick off at full speed thanks to Sim Formula Europe. The event held at MECC Maastricht will open its doors from January 15 to 18, and part of the first sim racing event of the year will be its competition, of course. Instead of on-site qualifiers, SFE uses online qualifiers this time, offering sim racers 3 leaderboards in total to secure a spot among the fastest 16 drivers to compete for their share of a €10,000 prize pool in Maastricht. The online qualifiers in Assetto Corsa Competizione, iRacing and Limo Ultimate are still open on SimGrid until December 13. So if you're watching this video in early December, there is still time to try and qualify. Originally set to release on December 4, the launch of iRacing Arcade has been delayed slightly to early 2026. iRacing Studios, who are developing the game with Original Fire Games, announced this in late November to ensure the experience meets the quality you expect from an iRacing Studios title, as iRacing's Executive Vice President Steve Myers explained. The release is targeted within the next 90 days of the November 27 announcement, so late February at the latest. In the same announcement, iRacing Studios also revealed the price of iRacing Arcade. It will cost $24.99 on Steam. Console versions will follow later in 2026. A detailed preview with LZ is on our channel, by the way. While Wreckfest 2 received another update to its early access release in early November, one that literally lets you modify the crap out of your cars, something that probably wasn't on too many 2025 racing game bingo cards is updates to Bugbear's previous Crash Racing titles, FlatOut and FlatOut 2. Released in 2004 and 2006 respectively, both games' PC versions were treated to Steam achievements, improved render distances, a reflection shader fix for AMG GPUs, and a number of minor fixes. On to the real racing circuits of the world, more specifically Mantorp Park. Like in 2024, 2 teams with OverTake community members participated in the 6-hour Landskampen event at the Swedish track, fielding 2 cars. Compared to last year, both were upgrades. The Opel Astra Bertone of the EMBA team broke down early into the 2024 contest, so it was replaced by a Toyota Camry to be driven by Ole Marius Mürvold, Joachim Skalstad, Roy Magnus and non-overtake member Per. The other team, Pavelka Sputgun Rennteam, moved up from a small Toyota Aygo to a Ford Cougar, driven by Ole, Alexander Dahmen and non-overtake member Caro Ali. Both cars looked superb in their Castrol and Valvoline designs, and despite challenges like a blown tire on the Ford or having to change brake pads during pit stops, both teams managed a top 20 finish in a field of 30 cars. Nice one, chaps. We're really looking forward to cheering on your effort in 2026. On the other side of the world, the Super Formula season came to an end at Suzuka. The Japanese single-seater series is a well-known and highly regarded championship, and former Gran Turismo champion Igor Fraga made his debut in 2025. The Brazilian-Japanese driver had a strong final weekend of the season, finishing in second in the first race before ascending to the top step of the podium for the first time in the second race. Having started from second place, Fraga immediately made his mark at the start of the race, taking the lead from pole setter Tadasuke Makino with a courageous move around the outside in turn 1. A 5th place finish in the third race of the weekend meant P6 overall in the point standing for Fraga, ahead of his teammate Ren Sato. Not a bad debut season at all. Congratulations, Igor. And that's a wrap on our Sim Racers Monthly News Recap for November 2025. Quite a lot to unpack once again. Let's hope December will be slightly more relaxed so everyone can enjoy their holidays the way they should. In the Sim Rig, of course. Thank you for watching. See you next time.